Adekunle, you know how he felt about you right off the bat. It looked like maybe in the first day there might have been a friendship there, and I think
100%.
after that day, things just kind of went south. Why did you think this didn't become a friendship?
If we're going to be honest, right, I said most of the problems and most of the issues that I had in the house started from or with Shegs. I think the first day, second day, me and him were close.
I'm going to have to start with you because you, very early on in the show, right from the start of the season, you were pretty much insistent on the fact that Adekunle was fake. What was that about, and why did you feel that way?
There was occasions, like, I think I went in the house, Bbnaija, like, just like, as a footballer whose career wasn't as successful as he wanted it to be, and decided to, like, okay, let me do something else. I'm in.
There was a boys club meeting or something like that we had. I think maybe it was week 1. We all stayed in the red room, and it was just a conversation of, guys, let's talk about all the girls that we like, so we respect each other as a bro code kind of situation. At that point in time, that's when I found out that Shegs he thought that I liked Bella.
Injured, I have problems, let me do something else. And I think he always just, like, focused on the fact that, like, I came from, like, a decent background. I felt like that was a bit dodgy because we all had conversations, and I feel like he always, like, he'll be like, well, my guy kicks me out of my house, so I'm homeless, but you, in your daddy's house, you have 10 cars.
The truth is, first week after it happened, I went back, I replayed everything that happened, and I can understand where his thoughts would have come from. I know there was one day we were all sitting at the dining table. It was something I was thinking in my head, and I blurted it out. I was like, oh, wow, Bella is actually beautiful.
So you think the beef was because he thought you wanted her?
I'm not
certain.
The
genesis?
I can't say where the beef is at because...
Like, it just seemed so, like, I feel like he was always playing for the cameras. It didn't work, it didn't resonate with me, and it's my humble opinion.
Fair enough.
On 2-3 different occasions when I noticed that there was a bit of friction, what I did in the house was avoid Shegs up until this very moment. I didn't want the back and forth, no Adekunle Shegs issue, so I just chose avoidance over drama.
I think it's unfair for Adekunle to make this seem like this was about Bella.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's about Bella.
And I think you can use your smartness in different ways. You can be smart and just end up being successful and being a good person, or you can be smart and think you're smarter than other people. I feel like that's where he made a mistake, in my humble opinion.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Obviously,
like,
he gave
saying no.
Push out that narrative.
Yeah, he's trying to push out that narrative. So in general,
no,
I don't think it's about that. Like, I feel like it's a situation where
about him. He's too
how am I
calculative.
making it about
He knows what
Bella?
he's
so
doing right
that's
now.
what I was about to say. With all due respect, he's a really intelligent guy, and I will say that with my chest. He's intelligent. He's smart.
So he said that
Why?
he just came home one day,
Okay.
and his friend has already packed his things or something and just chased him away from the house. And I asked him that day, what did you do? Like, you didn't do anything. It's not possible. You can't just come back home and your friend, your long-time friend, your childhood friend that you have lived with for a while, will just chase you away without doing anything.
I want to get Bella very quickly before we come to you. So I want to get, was your issue with the fact that he said it on the first day, his story? Why did you think that was a strategy? Why didn't you think that was his story? And why did it offend you?
Because the story didn't add up to me. So I didn't think that the story added up, which is why I didn't believe the story. It would have made sense to me if he told me, oh, I was bringing girls into the house, or we quarreled the night before that day.
Okay.
That was why he sent me away from his house. But
So
the story didn't
that
add
made
up
you
to
not
me.
just feel like
It
every
made
other
it
thing
look
you were
like
saying
it's
was...
just the normal, and we know how Big Brother is. Everybody's just trying to be poor so that they can win the show, and it actually works.
So when I came in the house, I just felt like I was vibes and I was being honest with people. You have no TV, you have no phone, you have nothing. I just felt like I was being super honest with the people that, like, I'm spending time with as per. I have nothing else to talk about. Not that I'm better than them. Not that this is amazing. I came out of the house, Mr. Eko, you big Shegs. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not sure for sure, but I'm sure in your area, you know the policeman. I'm sure in your area, you know the policeman. I'm sure in your area, you know the policeman.
Because it's Koyi.
It is just normal. That's how I meant it. But because
So yeah.
What did you want to say?
honestly, everything I did in the house, I didn't think that, like, it was like some deep thing. Like he said, I tell Bella and I speak about this all the time. If you're a successful footballer and you watch football, you wouldn't have time to go on a reality TV show. So clearly I wasn't doing that well. I just feel like you can be more direct, you can be more honest, and if you care about people, that's the important thing. Like, if you actually care, if somebody, like, misconstrues what you say, or misunderstands what you say, you can clear it up. We spoke about essay yesterday. In essay, you did a note, and basically your fans took it a certain type of way. All of us, the housemates, took it a certain type of way. You knew the energy. You knew how we were feeling. If you care enough, you can say, Shakes, I wasn't talking about Azulu. Elo Swag, I wasn't talking about this. So Doing, I wasn't talking about this. So this is how it came across. If I rubbed you the wrong way, I apologize. That's someone that cares. But someone that's playing the game, he doesn't care. And I respect it. Because he's Ikoyi, Nigeria took it differently. So for me, I feel like he also took it differently. Like I'm trying to flex, which wasn't my agenda. However anybody takes it, that's their business. I don't really give a f***, which is why I'm in the current situation I'm in. But for me, I don't have any deep situation with him.
It wasn't an intentional act to cause war, unnecessary riff and everything. It definitely wasn't to aggravate the situation that was already existing. I really wanted everything to end. And I'm sorry, everybody in level 2, that you may have come off as a way for me to instigate or make you feel bad. I apologize. To the guys in level 1, I'm genuinely sorry about it. You know, that wasn't the intention.
Come on.
I'm proud of you. I forgive you, my brother. You can do better.
I'm not
You can do better.
All right, let's just quickly round up. Anything else you want to say?
To everybody here, the newsletter, at the time when I wrote it, it was not necessary. I agree that you may have, because I read it again, and I agree that there were so many things that I said that I could have worded better.
Come back now from one rivalry in the house to what seemed like a budding friendship that has obviously turned sour. They were called the Edo. I don't want to say the word witches, but let me call them the Edo Queens. It was Rachel, Chichi, and I will come back some more. Please stay with us.
But you said so many things about me.
This conversation
happened. Me. Talk ill about my late parents.
Do you
said so many nasty
Yes, because you were using them as a strategy. Really? Wow.
Rachel, let me start with you now. What brought you guys together in the house?
Well, I've said this before, and I will just say it again, that what brought us together was a conflict. We were united by a particular...
You had a common enemy.
Enemy, exactly. Who was Shakes and Bella at the time. But almost everybody in the house were all not cool with what happened then. So it was
the
just...
rice situation?
The rice